Good morning, everyone. Did you guys see I finally got my pullback? I finally got my pullback. The one I was saying yesterday I would have loved to see in order to look for long setups. Super nice twist situation. Yesterday, because during the PM session I recovered the loss that I took yesterday during the live stream with a long trade, and then a little later on I've actually taken a short setup. I'm gonna try to pull that up for you guys, just give me a second. My home internet is not working, my home Wi-Fi, and I made a hotspot from my mobile internet. You guys, could you tell me if the connection is okay? Could you let me know in the comments if the connection is okay, please? So I was saying that I'm gonna pull the trade that I took. Hold on. Both the long and the short that came on the PM session yesterday were taken on the 1 minute. Oh my God. It's so bad to not be able to have like good internet. Like I said, my home internet is not working right now. And everything just barely moves. You're gonna be able to see that, especially with the short setup, I've really left a lot of money on the table. So here was the long trade. Like I said, it was a 1 minute setup. And you can see in here we were inside a 15-minute fair value gap. And also price created a nice SMT, sequential SMT, which means that 1 quarter on one pair is going to take the previous quarter's low or high, but on the other pair is not going to take out the previous quarter's low in our case. So in this case I had, because we're trading on the 1 minute, I'm looking at the microcycles, so it's the small little rectangles, the upper rectangles that you see here at the bottom of the chart. And you can see that Q4 here, the blue one, was taken out to the low of that quarter, was taken out by the gray quarter on silver, but on gold it wasn't. On gold actually stopped inside this BISI, which was created as a rejection off of the 15-minute BISI. And then I had nice entry confirmation here, and right at that for about $700 something, 70 something pips, yeah, 77. After this, later on, price created another SMT. So you can see here New York close on high, which was definitely taken out, like really righted by gold, but on silver it did not happen. No, it did. Therefore, I've waited for an entry confirmation on gold. It was a nice setup. So I had a inversion fair value gap, and then a SIBI being created, and then nice rejection off of that. My entry came quite late, as you will be able to see, because I've actually wanted to have a confirmation that this BISI, which was previously respected, and price had the most recent push off of that, which also was like a really strong push to the upside. I wanted that to be invalidated. So as soon as the invalidation came, I've actually taken the trade. But you'll see that I left so much money on the table. I was so happy to finally see like a legit bearish setup that was, you know, finally panning out. And it was quite late during the day, at least for me, because I'm 7 hours ahead of New York time zone. So in New York, it was 2:30. The PM session had just started for about 30 minutes. However, in here was already 9:30 p.m. and I also had some other stuff that I needed to finish, and I wanted to get to bed quite early. So I got out after almost 60 pips, I think. Yeah, you know, 50 pips. And like if I'll zoom out and you see how much price actually dropped. Like, you guys, this was a 600 pip move, 600 plus pip drop. I'm not upset with having righted it for so little, because I made the amount that I wanted. So the first trade, the long one, helped me recover yesterday's loss, and then the short setup helped me make the profit that I usually aim for. And yeah. Right now, I'd be pretty happy with shorts, and I do think that we did have some sort of entry confirmation. Anyway. My trading view does not change language. Oh, okay, it does now. I'm sorry guys, my internet is just awful. I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so as usual, I'm just going to mark the SMTs. These are SMTs that were already taken out, but they're the most recent ones that were already taken out. So I just want to make sure that I'm having everything marked down. So I definitely say that right now bullish momentum seems to be coming back. Just look at this beautiful tap here into the daily busy. Okay, so you guys are saying that the sound is a bit softer, too soft. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak louder. No problem. Oh my God, the mosquitoes and flies again. Okay, so you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see silver take out Asia session low, and I'd like to, no, that's a bad one. It's a bad one. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. All right. So silver could take out Asia session low, but not also gold. So silver take out Asia session low, gold and reject. So silver take out Asia session low and then reject. And then also gold should reject from here. Okay, so the internet seems to be on. Let's see. Okay. You guys, my internet is back. Okay, so I want you guys to look at silver breaking through all this trendline liquidity. Now, the question is always, is this liquidity sweep or liquidity run? Yeah, that's the question. And in order to have like a clear answer about this, we just have to wait. So what I've marked here, I've marked a 1 hour SIBI here, the gray one, and then a 15-minute SIBI, the two pink lines. And then we have a reclaimed 15-minute BISI, the darker blue. And then in here a 15-minute BISI, the lighter shade blue. So it's like we're gravitating in between these two areas. It's like, and the reason I'm saying this is because I want you to look at the most recent push up and down. You see price, it's just bounced off of those two areas. So if we could get silver to sweep Asia low and reject, although a short would make more sense. Just bagged my trade through London and finished off 5 minutes ago. I'm just gonna observe your trade. Okay, that's a good decision. Elche. It's like a purge action to me, especially where the equal lows at 35, 37 is lurking. Yeah. Just a little bit until silver here is going to take out Asia low right here, and this low on silver is this low on gold. So if it's going to reject from there, so in order for me to consider a long, I want silver to inverse 952 CB. For gold, that would be amazing too. but it might not actually do that. I'm looking at this area here, 35, 35, 35, 30, yeah, 35, 37. Someone said in the chat also. But honestly, if that low is going to be purged, like if this low would be reached into, it's not really a purge, because then it means that it would inverse this SIBI. Sorry, this BISI, the 15-minute BISI. So technically speaking, the low over here should be sort of like protected. And if it's broken, then it's likely going to continue to push lower. We'll see. For now, no confirmation, like no entry confirmation for a 5-minute setup, neither for a 15-minute setup, because it didn't retrace into any SIBI over here. Might have taken that on the 1 minute, but it was too late already. Like over here, stop loss 50 pips. That would have been a bad one. Yeah, it's gonna extend lower, I think. But right now, you see, entering right now would be super stupid of me, because where would I put my stop loss? Like if I enter right here, my stop loss would have to be above that SIBI, which is 120 pips away. So it just doesn't make sense. Oh, look at silver. It's, oh no, it's not. This is already taken out. I thought silver was reaching into another sell side area, but it isn't. All right, so seems to be wanting to push higher. We'll see if I'm going to try out this long. $40 till the 5-minute candle closes, and silver is likely going to close back above the high of the Asia session, back above the low of the Asia session, or if you want, back inside the range of the Asia session, which is good. All right, and longs. Going on pretty nicely. No drawdown. 35.42. And my stop loss at 35.36.90. Sort of. I'm gonna pay attention to what it'll do inside this. And I'm also interested in 912. I'm just gonna mark that out differently, like this. Okay, so I'm moving stops. You know what? Moving stops break even right now. Okay, stops break even. Okay, did anyone else take this or? So the thing that I'm sort of like concerned with is price right now rejecting from this inversion. 912, but not too much of a reason to be concerned about because my stop's at break even. So and if it won't respect and, you know, push higher from this busy, what's that? That's 10-11. Then I don't want to be in a trade. So I'm not gonna be sorry for anything. Yeah. Okay. Taking out the break even. Yeah. Hands off the mouse for now, unless I see another purge on silver and gold respecting here. Okay, guys, so it's pretty close to doing what I said. So unless I see another move lower on silver, or yeah, a move lower on silver, but not on gold, I'm not reconsidering. For now, I'm not reconsidering a long. It was somewhat. Yeah, you see, now I have a 5-minute short entry confirmation. Where we're looking at SMT, SIBI, rejection candle on 5 minutes. But I got a pretty late entry. And I might actually regret this. Oh, Lord. The song again. Of course, because I'm in a trade. You know, might as well just close the trade as it is, because, you know, the song started. Okay guys, so another two minutes and a half until the current 5-minute candle closes. If it's gonna leave a gap behind in here, both on gold and silver, I'm gonna get out of the trade unless I'm gonna be stopped out. I would take this setup again, the short, but I would definitely not have my entry late where I had it. I would definitely do my best to have the entry where I should have had it. Thus, my stop loss would have been, or yeah, would be smaller. Last line of defense, so to speak, is the 10-15 SIBI right here on the 1 minute. I'm pretty confident about the short because it's a 5-minute entry confirmation, and because of the Asia session low, which silver did sweep that, or you know, swept, purged, whatever. But basically that's why I want to wait and see how the current 5-minute candle is going to close, because if silver is going to create a BISI, and also not necessarily but it would be like an added confirmation that yes, this indeed was a purge and not a run on liquidity. So silver would also break above 10-10 swing high, then yeah, that would definitely be a confirmation that this was a purge and not a run on liquidity. But like I said, I'm pretty confident with the short on gold because it was a 5-minute confirmation. I'm not really happy with the way the next candle, or like the second candle after my confirmation candle, is right now closing bullish. That's one thing that I don't like about it, but other than that, I don't regret taking the setup. I really don't. And I don't regret taking the long a little earlier because that also was a valid confirmation based on the 1 minute. I did well in putting stop loss at break even because 10.05 BC, it was already rebalanced and it strongly broke above that, creating another BC here, 10.11. So it was not supposed to come back again inside 10.05 because that was already rebalanced. So it's like if a BC acts, or it's supposed to act as a support, once it reaches there and it rejects with momentum off of that level, you're not expecting that once the bullish momentum starts to increase, you're not expecting that that's going to be trumped, you know, which is exactly what happened here. So I'm pretty happy with the way I managed the 1 minute. And right now with the 5 minute, yeah, still yet to see. Another weird thing which I'm seeing here is that on TradingView, if you look at the 1 minute, there's not really a lot of room for, you know, like BISIs around here. Only if you really like extend this thing like this. but on my prop account, it's a lot going on. You see also it's still staying inside this 15-minute BC. Yeah. Yeah, bullish momentum seems to be coming in, and it's really close to my stop. Like really close. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. Got taken out. Like I said, I would always take this trade that I took again. SMT, SIBI, confirmation candle, which was 10.15. Two things I would definitely do different would be not, maybe decrease my lot size since I had a later entry. I didn't enter quite at 35, 39 where the entry was. I actually entered about 20 something pips later, which was during the next candle. And another thing that apparently I said that I'm going to be adjusting my strategy with, and I haven't. And it would have been a great opportunity to do it right now. You see, when the 10.15 candle closed bearish and it gave me the confirmation to go short, usually my stop loss is going to go either above that candle or above the swing high that that candle is part of, which is in this case 10.10 candle. Okay, like this. Okay, now if my entry confirmation is 10.15 and then the next candle is continuing to also be bearish, right? So there are two situations. Either you get an entry confirmation, right, and there's like a swing low prior to your entry confirmation candle. So you get an entry confirmation and then the next candle continues to go bearish, but then once it reaches that swing low, that it's right there in the proximity, it starts to reject, and then either that particular candle closes bullish or the next candle closes bullish, which was the case here with 10.25 candle. Then that would be a good opportunity to, you know, to reconsider whether you still want to be in a short, whether I still want to be in the short with the entire trade, because I could have taken 50% off of my trade, and that would have meant a decrease of my stop loss by, a decrease, oh my god, hold on, a decrease of my stop loss by about 45 pips. But I would not have closed the entire trade, only half of it. But still, that would have been a good, you know, a good amount of money being saved. Another thing, yeah, I love the way it it took me out, and right now, at least it's, you know, whatever. It's rejecting for the moment. Another thing that I could have done better in here would have been to wait and see what silver, which was the pair that actually took a sell side that was more obvious, which is Asia session low here. Just wait to see if that is going to close back above the range that it just broke out of. So it did that with the 10.05 candle. However, then it started to reject again, and it went lower again with momentum. So breaking down again under Asia session low. So that's where I feel confident to take the short on gold, especially because it was a 5-minute entry confirmation. Oh, I fucking hate it when this happens. Fucking idiot. But then seeing that silver's closing again back inside the range that it just broke out of, which happened with the 10.25 candle, which was the exact same candle that I just said a little earlier that I could have closed half of my trade in loss once that candle closed, and that would have saved me 45 pips from my stop loss. Yeah, so these are the things that I would have done or could have done better. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I'm okay with my executions. I'm not okay with gold doing this stupid thing. I'm actually curious. Could you guys look at a futures at GC, the futures contract on gold, and let me know if this occurred there. I don't have a futures account. I mean, I do have, but I didn't activate it. So please just look at the 5-minute on futures, on the futures contract on gold, and let me know if that slide tap here also occurred on futures. Okay, time to clean up the chart. Okay guys, so that's about it for me for today. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have the giveaway. 2 10K challenge accounts with Neoma funds are gonna be given. Live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best to start 5 minutes prior to non-farm payroll so that we can actually spend a bit more time together and also enjoy the show together tomorrow. So I'll send the link in my Telegram channel, and also don't forget to subscribe and activate your notifications so that you get notified whenever I am going live. Okay guys.